This is a tough video I really don't want to make. If y'all could read by the title, our family dog named Baby. Unofficially to tell you all, she passed away on February 5th, 2023. Why am I making this video? You're probably all are kind of thinking. Well, the reason I'm making this video is because this has been tough for me and my family to go through. The cause of her death was from a nasty infection with her tooth. That was the cause of her death. This has been tough on all of us, for me, my family, and everything. It's been a few days. It's been rough. It's been pretty rough. This is definitely videos I never ever wanted to make. This is videos I really never wanted to make. Never do. How did all this story mess started? Here's how it started. Well, how all this started was from when Baby started getting sick. She was sick in the middle of the end, started where she was losing weight and it was getting out of control and everything, where at the point she wouldn't eat, because then we figured out it was her tooth. Let's now take it to February. On February 2nd, 2023, it was definitely not a good day for us in the household. Baby started where she couldn't eat. Her tooth was bugging her, so we were feeding her everything we could. We fed her hamburgers. She loved hamburger. We even fed her baby food, just something for her, so she was eating it and she was doing fine. And then there was days that she was eating, and then there was days that she wasn't eating. There was days she was eating, then there was days she was not eating. And then she was starting to move slowly. And there was days that she wasn't feeling very good. I could tell she was not doing well at all. On February 3rd, that was the last time I saw Baby alive. I was at my parents' house when all this happened. She was in her bed and she was going, she did that multiple times. I went up to her and rubbed her head. I went up and rubbed her head and told her everything was okay. Everything's going to be okay. And I stayed with her for a few minutes. Then I got up and sat on the couch. And then 3-4 minutes later, she did it again. I got up and went to her and rubbed her head and told her everything's okay. And told her how much I loved her. And then she did it again. And then she got out of her bed and she went to get something to eat. She ate a little and she was drinking a lot, which I thought that was a good thing. She was drinking, which I thought that was a good thing. Well, then Friday night, she started getting sick. She started throwing up and everything else, and she ended up throwing up that infection. I wasn't there. My parents could tell it was that infection. But then, like Friday night into Saturday, my parents were in bed, and they were in bed asleep. And then Baby Summerine got out of her bed. She threw up again, and then heard this big plunk like that, and my parents were like, "What was that?" So then they got out. So my mom got out of bed, and she looked. She found Baby. She threw up again. Baby was laid straight flat down, with her legs sticking out. My mom thought she was dead right there. My mom thought she was dead. But then on Saturday afternoon, she threw up again. And then starting, I think was Saturday night, she got sick again. And now it was starting to get to the point where she was not eating. And then she was only drinking water and she was going out and peeing and stuff. Now it was starting to get into a point where she was not even going outside either, and she was started walking real slowly. And she was drinking water and she was puking again. And later found it wasn't the infection for this one. This time it was the water. Every time she'd take a drink of water, she was puking it back up. It was water that she drank. But then on Sunday, February 5th, was the worst day of me and my parents' lives. That morning and afternoon, she stayed and she just laid on the kitchen floor. Then my parents opened the gate and asked her if she wanted to come in the room and join them. She just stayed there, did not go, did not do anything. She just went straight into my parents' bedroom and went into her bed. My mom covered her up with her blankie and told her how much we loved her and told her everything's going to be okay. And my dad went in and checked on her every little bit. They would check on her. They would cover her back up with her blankie and everything and all that. And my mom checked on her. My dad checked on her. But then around 11:30 on February 5th, my dad went into the room to go cover her back up in her blankie when my dad saw right in front of his own eyes, Baby was gone. Baby passed away. My dad went downstairs to tell my mom that she's gone. My mom was like, "What?" My mom went upstairs, went into their room. My mom checked her, She was cold. She ended up passing away at around 11:30 p.m. On February the 6th, that next day. 12 hours later, I ended up getting a phone call. My mom called me. I thought maybe it was something to do with the vet. No, my mom told me that, but she didn't. She passed away last night. And when she told me that, I almost dropped the phone out of my hands. I was like, no, no. She was like, yeah, she's gone. So after that, I got off the phone with her. I sat down for a few seconds, and I started crying. And then I grabbed my coat, went up to my parents' house to see her one last time and say my goodbyes and show her how much I loved her. It was the worst thing ever in my life I ever saw. She undid that blanket, and it was the worst thing ever in my life I ever had to go through. So then after that, my dad went into the drawer, grabbed a honey bun. I can tell you guys, baby loved hamburger. She loved treats. She loved honey buns with her after she eats her breakfast in the morning. She loves iced honey buns. So what we did was we grabbed her bed, took her outside, grabbed a trash bag, and we buried her. We buried her right beside our other family dog. If you guys remember, if you are new, you won't know this one, but but for the ones that have been around so long, back on February 25th, 2021, we had a second family dog. Her name was Puddle Poodles. She ended up passing away on February 25th, 2021. She ended up passing away. So what we did was we took her blanket, we took a nice honey bun, and what we did was my dad put her into a trash bag, put her in her blankie, all nice and cozy for her, and stuck the honey bun right beside her chest with her paws sticking out on it, and put her into the trash bag, and make sure the honey bun stayed in place and everything for her. And then my dad buried her. And that's why, if you guys were curious, why I was not like myself when I did the Polar Bowler video on Monday, that was the day that we had to bury baby. That's why, guys, I was not like myself. I was sad. I was frustrated and everything with the baby name. That's why. At the age of 13, our other family dog, which passed away back in 2021, she was 13. And something else, guys. Baby actually had a brother. She actually had a brother, an older brother. Back a few months ago, this never has been told on the channel before, never. A few months ago, baby's brother passed away a few months ago, and he was 13 years old. He was getting old. He was blind. He was getting turned blind. Everything. It is sad. It is sad that Puddles passed away in February 25th, 2021. Baby's brother died around back in September, back in October of last year. And now, a few months later, now baby's gone. It's just not been a very, very good time for me and my family. Also, one more thing. This is not fake. This is true. I have went through a hard, rough week going through this loss. We've been getting a lot of love and prayers from everyone in the community. And once again, I really appreciate you all for your prayers and support for the ones in this community. I really appreciate them so much. Now, question is, could she still been alive? Well, people will say now the question is, why did you not take her to the vet? Well, we can blame the vet for this. I'm not going to talk much about it because it's just going to frustrate me. I'll talk a little about it right now. What happened was she got sick. We called the vets. We called every single vet. We called our local vet. The local vet said take her to a medical hospital, a vet's hospital. Which the vet's hospital, the problem was the vet's hospital was 2 to 2.5 hours away. And then there was another one that's like about an hour and a half away. But they charge $230 when you walk into the door. They don't start taking care of your animal until you pay $230 right there. Which is complete bullcrap. Like, really. And the problem is, there is actually no, doctors around if there's an emergency. There's nothing. Like, for a vet. Say, if there's an emergency, say a dog's real sick or a cat's real sick, there's no emergency vets. There's no vets for emergencies. There's no vets there around our area or anywhere for 24/7. There used to be years ago. Now anymore, there's absolutely nothing. And most of the vet right there, when we talk to them, they only cared about this. Which ticks me off. I'm not going to talk any more about it. I just talked about it. There. That's all I'm going to say. Also, one more thing. If you all are also reading this title, I am also going to tell you all, I am taking a break from YouTube. I have been so stressed all week. It's not been a very good week for me and my family. And it's just been so much of a struggle for me. For me, my family, and everyone else. It's just been a struggle for all of us. So I have decided I'm taking a break from YouTube. I think it's just the best. It's just the best for me to do it. Take the break from YouTube. Now, when am I coming back to YouTube? At this time, I don't know when I'm coming back. It's just when I'm ready. I hope you all do understand. I need time for myself. And I hope you all really appreciate my wish. Keep me, my parents, and our family in your thoughts and prayers, please. Don't be hard, don't be rude, don't be nasty, saying, oh, he's faking it for views or whatever. Say that, you will get terminized. Means you will get banned from ever commenting on this channel again. When it comes down to our family like this, you do not, and I mean do not, comment something fake like that, because this is not fake. This is true. Guys, I will never come out and make a video of something that's going to be fake. That's not me. I would never do that. So, yeah. I wanted to let you all know I'm taking a break from YouTube because our baby girl passed away at the age of 13. This has been a rough time for me and my family. And just keep us in our love and thoughts and prayers for us, please. I would really respectful and really appreciate that at this time. But yes, we're going to go ahead. We're going to end this video here. Thank you so much, you all, for watching. Keep me, my family, in prayers. Hit that, and especially, guys, one more request. Hit that like button for her. Do it for her. And smash that sub button for her. And hit the post notifications. But I don't care about any of that crap. If you all want to, that would help the channel. Do it for her. But mostly, guys, hit the like button for her. Do it for her. But right now, I'm going to put a slideshow of all her pictures with some music on it. Until next time, thank you so much, you all, for watching. Until next time, I'll see you whenever I want. I'll see you whenever when I come back. Until then, see you next time. Take care.